It's day 29 of my 30-day November series, and I'm going to talk to you today about how YouTube has changed and evolved since I started. Well, when I first started, I think my first ever video was, I think, something crazy like 340p, and then it went up, and obviously that was obviously back in 2011, and since then, since 2011, obviously the progression of the cameras have come up, so has improved since then. You've got it went up to, you had a HD that come up after that, which was really like wow, it's HD, really handy, really like thing to come through. And then after HD, everybody thought, oh, you can't go no better than that. It's the best you can do. And now we film things in 4K. And actually, we started filming in 4K, 30 frames a second. But now you can record 4K in 60 frames a second. It's probably even more than that now. Will be eventually. They've even got I think they got a 5K camera around as well. Around now as well. So basically, the progression never ends. It's always going. It's just crazy how much it's evolved since when you first buy your first camera, you think, oh wow, I'm up to date now, and then 6 months down the line, 3 months down, however long it is, it's out of date again, which is like, what? Where's that time gone? So it's a bit crazy how that's all gone about. So today I've got is it 5 camera angles?
4.
I've got 4 camera angles here today, which obviously we're doing a little bit of an experiment. I've got my Panasonic Lumix, which is 4K. I'm recording the audio on my iPod. I have a GoPro, which is 4K, and my phone, which does 4K as well, and also my friend's phone as well. So you've got all those devices that are coming on today. So we've got several tripods. We've got about four or 5 tripods on the go here. So we're trying to do something a little bit different. So you get me in a few different camera angles today, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so it's always good to keep enjoying what you're doing as well, because it's nice to. So as long as you enjoy your experience on YouTube, that's the main thing. And if you can keep up with the times, obviously it's really expensive, YouTube. It's not a cheap hobby. You're thinking that it's going to be a really good cheap hobby to do, but once you start getting into the flow of things and you're wanting to buy the better equipment, that's when things go a bit pricey. You have waterproof cameras as well now, which you can do with the GoPro, and some other sort of devices now, which is really cool. The DJI, who make the gimbal, have just made a little pocket-sized one, so you don't have to have such a big clunky thing lying around with you all the time. So you've got just like a little thing that can go in your pocket. So instead of like, oh, we've got to get this thing sorted out, big tripods and all that sort of stuff, you can just have a little thing that sticks in your pocket. You can even, there's a couple handheld ones that I've got that pocket size as well. You've got the Gorilla Rod, haven't you, as well, that I use, like the small one. I think we've used that before when I said about testing out equipment and things like that. Yeah, they've all different makes. You've got a Lumix camera here. You've got iPod there recording the audio, iPhone, the GoPro there, and my phone, which is Xperia. I don't know, I can't remember what make it is. The latest Sony Xperia. So we've got all these. So it's not just one brand that does this type of option now. It's several brands that you can use. A lot of people like using the iPhones and things like that, don't they? And all that sort of stuff. Most people have a phone this day and age now. So if you wanted to do like an experiment, like doing a video and things like that, you can just obviously pick it out your phone, get it off your pocket, video whatever you wanted to do, have an experimentation of it all. I mean, like, you're going to make mistakes, like I said before, but it's good to experiment with different sort of ideas that you have. This is it for this week's vlog. I hope you find this useful. I'll put links in the description box of how the prices of what I've been using. So that's it for this week's vlog. It's part of my November 30-day challenge. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you tomorrow where I'm doing a live. Cheers!